Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Direct line to prime time, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description, but that's the email to directly reach out to me and my team with purchase questions about this watch or any watch you see here on Watchbox Reviews. And today we have a treat. This is the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Chronograph 25-piece 2019 full platinum limited edition. Truly a beast, a 42mm watch that weighs 430 grams, or perhaps I should say masses 430 grams, and it is massive. An impromptu weight program and a gym membership all in one purchase cost. This is a timepiece that is imposing visually, but absolutely stunning with eyes closed. You know that this is something special. Full platinum bezel, case, and bracelet. A watch with a gradient blue dial that fades from a sort of cobalt at its center to navy blue at its edge, with applique white gold Arabic numerals and hands to match. The timepiece on my 16cm circumference wrist feels like something truly out of this world, and otherworldly it is, as it hails from Les Bracelet. Not terribly thick at 14.5 millimeters. That surprised me. It's thinner than I expected, but it's broad across the wrist as the lug-to-lug dimension of the case is 54 millimeters in this 25-piece limited edition. When you include the intermediate plots on both sides, they flare out. You can see the absolute distance across the wrist is 58. So I don't recommend this watch for a wrist smaller than 15 centimeters circumference. Then again, if your wrist is much smaller than that, you probably don't have the biceps to hoist this heavy metal artillery. This is absolute insanity. This thing, by the way, beautifully made in the way that every Royal Oak and Royal Oak Offshore would be. It retains a lot of the underlying logic of Gerald Genta's original 1972 Royal Oak, because unlike most offshores which feature a leather strap or a diver style rubber strap, this one is on a full bracelet, which means not only do you get that extra platinum, but you get platinum that is finished to correspond to the highest standards of artisanry in Les Bracelet. You can see that it's all hand finished and it takes about 9 hours to finish the whole bracelet. The bevel on the side of the case, itself hand executed, continues seamlessly across the shoulders of the links. You can see the shoulders of the links vertical satin finish. Across the tops, you can also see there is a satin finish perfectly aligned from link to link. Let's move out a little bit, get some more light. You'll also appreciate the fact that the clasp is substantial. As you can see, twin fold, double trigger released. It has a media blasted interior for its finish, the third finish, along with the polish and satin that you'll find. Thanks to the twin trigger, this one can't pop open by accident, and you'll note that all removable links in the bracelet, Patek Philippe, are sized with screws, not pins and sleeves. Now, this is another measure of security and peace of mind. The bracelet is fitted with bars and screws on both sides, so no spring bars to create undue hazard. Note the perfect confluence of creases and curves, and the creases themselves actually continue perfectly aligned from bezel through mid-case through case back. Satin finish along the flank. You can see that expanding bevel that flares from the mid-case. The edge of the bezel is entirely hand rounded and polished, and then the top of the bezel is vertically satin finished. You'll appreciate the fact that the stainless steel hexagonal bolts, and they are bolts and they are steel for the offshore, are perfectly aligned, encircling the dial, and slightly recessed. They contrast with their high polish against the satin finish of the bezel face. Now we get a really good shot at that dial, and you can see just how lush and extravagant and expressive it is. It's almost like Audi RS or Audi Sport Nogaro Blue, as it has undertones of purple to it. Mega Tapisserie hobnail dial, black sub-registers countersunk with polished chapter rings. You can see a matching black date disc recessed underneath a dial side Cyclops eye magnifier. There's a flange in metallic black satin finished outboard with a tachymeter scale to gauge the speed of an object when used in conjunction with the chronograph. As with the post-2014 Royal Oak Offshores, you have reprofiled crown guards and no longer nitrile or polymer shoulders for the pushers and the crown. These are now ceramic and scratch resistant. You also note that they feature alternate satin and polished finish, so even these small components at the detail level have been artisanally hand finished for contrast and maximum impact. 100 meters water resistant with a screw down crown's 25-piece limited edition, let me just zoom in a little bit, features Audemars Piguet manufactured base caliber 3126. The 3126 features 59 jewels in conjunction with the module 3840, which is a Dubois de Praz vertical clutch chronograph module, so there's no play in the chronograph when you actuate it because of the vertical clutch, and you can leave it running full time. Full balance bridge with a free sprung index for shock resistant. It's a tough movement. You have a 22 karat winding mass, bidirectional for smooth operation with no rattle, and it uses ceramic rotor bearings sealed for life to improve efficiency as well as durability. Now you'll note that the balance is fairly huge, so what it lacks in beat rate at 21,600 vibrations per hour, it makes up in its moment of inertia. There's a quick set system, there's also a hacking second system, and the power reserve of this manufacturer base is 50 to 55 hours in the Royal Oak Offshore Chronograph application. You'll note on the rotor the coats of arms of the Audemars and Piguet families. AP, founded in 1875, wants to remind you that it is the oldest continuously family-owned and operated manufacturer in Switzerland, as all of the other ownerships have lapsed or the companies have folded, or they're simply too new to be able to make the boast. A timepiece that puts it all together, out of this world and overpowering. If, like me, you're a fan of heavy metal, look no farther. The show starts here. Tim Mosso at thewatchbox.com to continue the adventure. Royal Oak Offshore Full Platinum. The black superluminova on the numerals is there, but it's tough to gauge. You can see the hands quite easily.